What's up, WMS? It's Josh.
And I'm Sam. You're watching Bulldog News.
Today is Wednesday, April 28th, and now let's take a look at a couple of cool special effects clips.
I don't know. We're waiting for someone. Well, I'm not waiting. Okay, no one up. No, left. Dang it.
Hey, I brought you some tea. Oh, thanks.
Thanks, guys. Those were fun.
Now let's watch part 1 of a video created by Miss Roloff about creating a works cited page.
Hi everyone. So I'm working on my own example of our overlooked history assignment, and I had to grapple with creating a works cited page. You know, you're at that point and you're like, I just have to do it. And when I was thinking of doing it, I didn't want to use EasyBib because of all the ads, and apparently that's not hip anymore. I didn't know how to use Noodle tools, and I didn't want to type out word for word or punctuation by punctuation the citation. So I had to kind of think, or I was thinking, there has to be an easier way. And I found something really cool. So I'm going to show you. It's in our Word, like whatever Word document you have, you'll see it in the Tools part. So you'll go to Tools, and there's Citations. So what this citation part does is when you're doing your assignment, it will create your works cited page for you, and it'll also do in-text citations. So if you write a quote, you can cite that person, which is super helpful. So I'm going to be doing it for an example of like if I was writing it on my overlooked history letter, and I would honestly recommend doing this before you even start writing your assignment. You've done all of this cool research, you've read your book, create your works cited page because it'll make it so much easier. So you press the tools, you press citations, and this sidebar comes up. You'll be able to cite MLA, APA, or Chicago, so you can do all of them. In Columbia School District, we usually focus on MLA first. If you end up going on to college, these other ones could be used, / they will be. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So we'll do MLA, and I'm gonna press add a citation. So it's literally this plus button right here. You can choose the type. So are you gonna do a book, a chapter of a book, the website, a journal article, or a newspaper article? I'm gonna do a book first. I'm gonna do a book and a website so you can see how both of them would look. So book, I have the physical copy of Felix Ever After. I haven't actually read this. It's on my next book to read. So hopefully it's actually good after I'm showing it to you all. But Felix Ever After, it's a print book. But if I was doing my ebook or anything from the library, like the Timberland Library, and I did a internet access, then I would do online database. So a print book. Okay, so who's the author? Okay, so this is by Kaysen Calendar. Easy for me to type. And you'll see that author is you need to do it. So, I mean, a book will always have an author, so you'll always have to type that part out. You can tell because it has the asterisk, so it's it is required. Next is the title. So this is Felix Ever After. Who was the publisher? It says B&B on the side, but I can't remember what B&B is. So I'm gonna open it up. Usually it has the publisher on this first cover page right here, right? Felix Ever After, there it is. But on the next page right after, there's also the really small print, and it'll also have it here. So this book is actually, okay, so it's Walzer plus Ray, which is a part of HarperCollins, but I'm going to stick with like the main one because it has the B&B everywhere. So then the publishing year would be on that same kind of intense, really small print page. And this was in 2020, the dreaded 2020. A lot of good books came out though in 2020. So I guess there's something good with 2020. And then the city was New York. I mean, most books are published in New York, so that's not like a shocking, but I'm gonna put it there anyway. Then the edition, volume, number of volumes, and then short title. Those don't have the asterisk, and I don't think we need it since it's like a brand new book. There's only one edition. This is more if you're doing like an encyclopedia or, you know, like an old classic novel that has like a million prints of it that's been used forever and ever and ever. We don't have that. So I'm gonna add the citation, and it has it right here. So it'll stay there whenever I go back to this document. This citation is saved, which is super cool. I'm gonna add another citation, but this time I'm gonna do a website. So right here I have my Learning for Justice Teaching Stonewall article that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go, who's the author? It's written by Corey Collins. Thank you, Corey. Corey Collins. And then what's the title of the article? So it's right here, Teaching Stonewall. Teaching Stonewall. And then what was the website? So this is Learning for Justice. So I'll put that in, Learning for Justice. There isn't a publisher, I don't think. So I'm just not gonna do that part. The URL, I can do that. So that's the website. Copy and paste. The publishing day, it has the publishing, like it's summer 2019. So I'm just gonna do 2019. And then when did I access it? What day is today? Okay, it's the 14th of April. And I did it in 2021. Done. Add citation. Sweet. We're set. We're ready to go.
Thanks, Miss Roloff. That was really helpful.
We'll see the rest of it later in the broadcast. Now, let's watch an interview with Malin and Mr. Brewer.
What middle school did you go to?
I went to two middle schools. I went to Our Lady of Sorrows, which was really like a K through 8th grade Catholic school while living in Hawaii. And about the middle of my 8th grade year, I moved to Adak, Alaska, a little island out in the Aleutian chain. And so it was Adak public high schools, and part of it was middle school. And so two different middle schools, Adak, Alaska, and Hawaii.
Okay, next question. What was your hometown like, and can you describe it?
I was born in Aberdeen, Washington, on the coast in Grace Harbor, and it was a it was a solid middle class, blue collar town. A lot of mills. I used to say there's a mill on every corner. But the interesting part of it is I never really lived there. I lived there off and on. My dad was in the Navy, so we traveled a great deal. There till I was about 20.
Okay, next question. What did you do for fun?
For fun, in my middle school years, both in Hawaii and Adak, Alaska, I did a lot of hiking. Of course, in Hawaii, I went to the beach a lot. I also rode motorcycles. So
cool.
Exploring, motorcycle riding, hiking, going to the beaches, and just kind of hanging out with friends.
Okay, next question. What were some of your television shows that you watched when you were growing up?
You know, I didn't watch a whole lot of TV. Up in Adak, you really couldn't get anything. There was like one channel, and basically it was old reruns, black and white. Of course, that was the 1973, 74. So color TV was around, but not in Adak. But Bonanza, old movies, especially from the 40s and 50s, in the theater, To Kill a Mockingbird. Actually, I'm not sure that was in the theater. That might have been on TV.
You want to tell us what really happened?
I got something to say. And if you ain't gonna do nothing about it, then you're just a bunch of lousy, yellow, stinking cowards.
But Marvel movies, anything Alfred Hitchcock I liked. Yeah, that's probably all. There's this old movie that kind of I remember seeing. It was called Willard. I think I saw that in Hawaii. It was about rats, how rats take over. It's kind of like a horror film. It's pretty cool. A kid makes a friend with a rat, and the next thing you know, the whole house is filled with rats.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What were some of your favorite like music bands or just like music overall?
I thought you might ask me that. So I went through my album collection I started when I was about 10 years old. And I think this was the first album I ever bought. It was the Jackson 5.
Oh, that's cool.
Third album. And I loved it. And then probably by the time I turned 11, 12, 13, 14, I started getting into some Cat Stevens. And then and some Neil Young. Always the Stones, been a Stones fan forever. Carole King. Let's see, of course, I took some hard turns from time to time, some Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah, I like Aerosmith.
Creedence, wasn't real hard, but good stuff. Probably the hardest turn I ever took was Black Sabbath. I got a lot of their albums.
Oh, yeah.
That's Ozzy Osbourne, if anybody's heard of him. Led Zeppelin, of course.
Okay, next question. Well, when you were back in middle school, what were the fashion trends?
Okay, long hair, bell bottoms. In Hawaii, some puka shells and beads. And t-shirts, tank tops, shorts. Hang 10, I remember Hang 10 shorts. They were like a brand that was bathing suits for surfers and that type of thing.
Okay, second to last question. What was something that was popular then but is not popular?
Okay, I'm glad. That's a funny question. I don't know if I can describe this well enough on camera to get the point across. But there are these crazy things called kabonkas, I think. And basically, it was 2 glass balls on a string. And in the middle, there's this little ring. And what you did was you went up and down, and you got the balls to knock up and down, up and down. And I don't know, it became a big, huge fad. Until some of those balls started to shatter and people started getting hurt, and then they pulled it off the market. But it was a huge deal back in the early 70s, I think it was. I remember because I think it was in Hawaii where like my brother had them. I didn't get in that stuff. I tried it. I couldn't do it. Now skateboarding was huge in Hawaii. Let's see, surfing, of course, in Hawaii. I didn't surf. My brother did. I rode motorcycles. Oh, let's see what else. Oh man, I can't even remember. What was it? Oh, there was something that's still popular today. I can't remember what it was. So I was thinking about that one. I don't know. Let's move on.
Okay. This is a would you rather. Would you rather own $100,000 or a Lambo?
Oh man, I'd take $100,000.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Okay. Well, that wraps up our teacher interview. Thank you, Mr. Brewer, for coming, and I'll see you later.
Well, thank you very much, Malin. It's the only time anybody in my whole life has ever asked me anything about my past history like that, and so it was fun to share it with you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, you take care.
You too.
Thanks, Malin and Mr. Brewer. Sounds like you had an interesting childhood.
Next, let's get a report from Nkosi, who will be our foreign correspondent this quarter.
What's up, guys? I'm Nkosi, and for this semester, I'll be living down here in Belize with my family. And over the coming weeks, I'll be showing you guys some cool and exciting pictures of what it's like to live down here in Belize. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy them. See you later.
Can't wait to learn more about Nkozi's life in Belize.
Next, let's listen to a really great book recommendation by Suvan.
Hi. Okay, so I want to recommend this book, The Secret Life of Bees, and so I'm going to do it. Okay, so it's set in South Carolina in 1964, and it's about this girl, Lily Owens, who has been living with like her really rude and horrible father, and finally she escapes town with her maid, Rosaline, to find out secrets about her dead mom. And she grows relationships with all these women she finds in the house that apparently her mom was into before she died. And yeah, so it's really good. Like, it's really good. And you can get it at the WMS library. I actually got it from there. So, and I'm returning it soon, so you guys will be able to check it out. But yeah, read the book. It's really good, guys. It's sad, but it's really good. And there's a movie that you should watch after it if you're able to find it. So, yeah, Secret Life of Bees. Read it. Love it. Bye.
Thanks, Savon. That was an awesome recommendation.
Now let's get an update on the new times for a couple of WMS clubs.
Are you a nerd looking to meet with other nerds to get together and do battle against the forces of monotony and boredom? Has coronavirus got you feeling like your constitution is in the toilet? Could you stand to gain a few more charisma points? If you identify with any of these statements, then you're probably an excellent candidate for D&D Club. Yes, that's Dungeons & Dragons, people. What better way is there to vanquish the fire-breathing dragon known as COVID than with a Zoom meeting? Come one, come all to D&D Club Online Edition, and together we will don our N95 helms and hold high the mace of Purell as we vaccinate all against the toxic cloud of isolation in a socially distanced party of virtual merrymaking. When it comes to fun, D&D Club is a critical hit every time. All levels of experience are welcome. If interested, please send an email, owl, or carrier pigeon to me, Mrs. Perry, or my fellow adventurer and wielder of the Mask of Invulnerability, Mr. Wills. We will be seeing you in the dungeon.
Greetings, crewmates. It's I, Robert, here to tell you about our new club, Among Us Club. Guess what we do? That's right, we play Among Us. We will be playing on Wednesdays. Anyways, I hope you come and enjoy. And remember, there is an imposter among us.
Thanks for the updates. Check out these cool clubs, Bulldogs.
Let's hear what Grace is reading now.
Welcome to Reading with Grace, where I will suggest some books and you might want to check them out. So let's go! Hi, my name is Grace and I would like to recommend Mama, Where Are You From? And I like this book because she gets a piece of ice when it's hot, and I love ice. And all the books that I've been recommending are at the WMS library, and you can ask Miss Mathis for the books that I've been recommending, and you can buy them. So thank you.
Thanks for another great recommendation, Grace.
Let's get back to Miss Roloff's works cited video.
So we're pretending I did, like I'm writing my article now, or I'm writing my letter, or writing whatever assignment I'm doing. And I'm gonna write a quote, so I'm just gonna pretend. I'll just pull a quote from here. Let's see. I'm just gonna pretend this is my quote. Everything we know about what happened next comes from an eyewitness account. Dun, dun, dun. So I'll do my quotation marks. I'll paste that quote. I'll take away the period. And now, what do? Miss Rachel taught me how to cite, but I can't remember. Dun, dun, dun. You'll go to the citation on the side. So this is the website. And I'll press cite. And look, it comes up. I don't even have to think or anything. Then I'll do a period, and it's done. Let's pretend we're quoting from our book. So I'm gonna look at like what the first quote of this book is. Again, I haven't actually read this, so let's hope it's good. Okay. So I'm gonna write down this quote. We push open the apartment building's glass door out into the yellow sunshine. Oops. That's a little too cheerful and bright. Done. I add my quotation mark, and then I'm gonna cite the book, cite, and now all I need to do is add a period, and then I need to add the page number. So even though this is the first page, it might not like say it's the first page. It does, okay. So 1, done. Now let's say you finished your writing, you introduced your quote, you ended, or you explained your quote, you're all done. Now it's time for your works cited page. What you'll do, it's super helpful, is you literally press this button that says insert bibliography. And there it is. How easy is that? I love that it does the whole like, now I'm not gonna remember the name, but the reason that this part is so, like the rest of it is in, so they like, moved it, is so that way only the last names stand out. So that way when people are reading your article, they can be like, ooh, I really liked this quote. Where's Collins? And then they go and they can find it, and then they can look it up on their own. Super helpful. I wish I had this when I was in middle school and when I was in high school and in college, because this is all the information that EasyBib or Noodle Tools would have asked, but it's literally in your document. How easy is that? If you ever have questions about how to cite, it's my jam. So email Miss Rachel. I will help you. Anyone. Yeah. Thank you for listening. I really appreciated you all, and I just appreciate you all. Y'all are amazing. Go WMS.
Awesome video, Miss Roloff. Hope this helps you, Bulldogs.
Let's see where Hayden is and hear about this week's weather. Hayden?
What up, WMS? It's Hayden, and welcome back to Where in the World is Hayden P. Thanks to all who responded in my Google form. Most of you are correct that I was in Rio de Janeiro. Here are the names. Get ready for this week's weather. It's going to be perfect. Hallelujah! Today is going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 68. Mostly cloudy? Isn't it always mostly cloudy on Washington? Tomorrow will be like last week with a high of 73. Man, get me some water. I need water. The rest of the week will be perfect in the low 60s. Know where I'm at this time? Respond to my Google form on the website. Students who are correct will have their names announced next week. Now here's a reminder of how to get to the form.
World from India to Carolina, she's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me where in the world.
Now back to our Acre Sam and Josh.
Here are this week's birthdays.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday to you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday.
And remember, Bulldogs, be kind,
Be safe
wear a mask,
and make good choices.